Shalom, good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem. Jerusalem warns that unless the Islamist Hamas releases additional hostages, the gates of Gaza will shut and the gates of hell will open. Israel reiterates its commitment to protect the Druze communities of southern Syria. The International Atomic Energy Agency reiterates its alarm over Iran's nuclear program. Hamas's refusal to accept the outline of American envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, will unleash Israel's fury upon the Islamist terror organization. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, during a state ceremony commemorating late Prime Minister Menachem Begin, underscored Jerusalem's commitment to the release of all hostages. Jerusalem's top defense official went on to level a fierce threat to Hamas that unless it accepts the American outline and continues to release hostages, the gates of Gaza will shut and the gates of hell will open.
למרות ההפרות החוזרות ונשנות של ארגון הטרור חמאס וסירובו למתווה שהציע השליח המיוחד של נשיא ארצות הברית דונלד טראמפ למזרח התיכון, וויטקוף, נענינו לבקשת המתווכות לאפשר עוד כמה ימים של משא ומתן, ובינתיים הפסקנו את כל הסיוע ההומניטרי לעזה. אבל שהחמאס לא יטעה, זאת רק ההתחלה. ואני אומר כאן בצורה ברורה, אם החמאס לא ישחרר בקרוב את החטופים, שערי עזה ינעלו ושערי הגיהנום ייפתחו. אנחנו נחזור ללחימה, והם יפגשו את צה"ל בעוצמות ובדרכים שהם לא הכירו. עד להכרעה מוחלטת, לא נאפשר לחמאס לעולם לשלוט בעזה. הלחימה הזאת תסתיים בשני הישגים ברורים, שחרור כל החטופים וריסוק שלטון החמאס בעזה.
The Islamist Hamas immediately responded to Israel, claiming that the only manner in which the hostages would be released is by succumbing to Hamas's demands, which includes an end to the war.
يتحمل مجرم الحرب نتنياهو وحكومته المتطرفة المسؤولية الكاملة عن تعطيل المضي في الاتفاق أو أي حماقة قد يرتكبها بالانقلاب عليه، بما في ذلك التبعات الإنسانية المتعلقة بأسرى الاحتلال في قطاع غزة.
In an address to Israel's parliament, or Knesset in Hebrew, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu explained the reason for President Trump's new outline, which was presented to Israel by Washington's top Mideast envoy.
אנחנו לא נוותר על אף אחד, החיים והחללים. אנחנו העלינו לוויטקוף, כיוון ששאלתם על שלב ב', העלינו לו את העקרונות שלנו לשלב ב', שהחמאס לא מסכים להם. כן? ובדיוק מסיבה זו, אנחנו אימצנו את מתווה וויטקוף, שליחו של הנשיא טראמפ, ומה שהוא הציע, הוא אמר דבר כזה, המרחק בין הצדדים בשלב ב' הוא כזה שאי אפשר לגשר עליו כרגע, והדבר הזה יביא לפיצוץ. ולכן במקום שיהיה פיצוץ, מה שהוא הציע זה בעצם הפסקת אש לתקופת הפסח והרמדאן, הרמדאן והפסח זה בא קודם, תמורת החזרתם של כל 59 החטופים שנותרו בידי החמאס. עד 24 חטופים חיים, זה המספר, עד 24 חטופים חיים, ולפחות 35 חטופים חללים. עכשיו שוב, הוא הציע זאת משום שהוא רצה להבטיח שהתהליך נמשך ולא מגיע לשבר. אבל בעוד שאנחנו הסכמנו למתווה של וויטקוף, החמאס שוב התבצר בעמדתו השלילית.
Premier Benjamin Netanyahu continued by addressing Israel's northern front to include both Lebanon and Syria.
צבאות הטרור לא יהיו יותר בגבולותינו. אחרי שהורדנו את החיזבאללה בלבנון על ברכיו, ואחרי שהשמדנו את צבא אסד בסוריה, לא נאפשר לאויבינו בלבנון ובסוריה להתעצם מחדש. בד בבד, ידנו מושטת לבני בריתנו הדרוזים ולידידינו הכורדים באזור.
It is important to explain that in recent days, clashes erupted between the Al-Qaeda-affiliated Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, which is aggressively vying for control of Syria under the leadership of Abu Muhammad al-Julani, and local Druze militias in the southern Damascus suburb of Jaramana. The clashes, which erupted after HTS attempted to break through a Druze checkpoint, caught Israel's attention, since Jerusalem committed its protection to the Druze community of southern Syria. Consequently, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Israel Katz published a joint statement in which they warned that Israel will not allow the radical Islamist terror regime in Syria to harm the Druze, and instructed the IDF to prepare to relay a clear, sharp, and threatening message: if the regime harms the Druze, it will be harmed by Israel. Meanwhile, in response to Jerusalem's leveled threat to Damascus, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, in an address to his AK party, insisted that Israel would not achieve its goals in Syria, claiming it seeks division between religions and sects.
Kalın çizgilerle tekrar çiziyorum. Suriye'deki etnik ve dini aidiyetleri kışkırtarak bu ülkenin istikrarsızlığından medet umanlar hedeflerine ulaşamayacaklarını bilmelidir. Bölgemizin bir asır önce olduğu gibi tekrar yeni haritalar üzerinden dizayn edilmesine, parçalanmasına, ayrıştırılmasına müsaade etmeyeceğiz.
It is important to explain that in contrast to Erdogan's claims, the Druze leadership had reached out to Damascus, asking for assurances that they may keep their religious freedoms, along with security guarantees and representation in the new government of Syria. However, Abu Muhammad al-Julani outright rejected all requests for any assurances, seemingly aiming to replicate his old style of leadership, as was displayed in the governorate of Idlib, where he massacred over 400 Druze men, women, and children, and forced his radical Salafist beliefs on all minorities under his rule. Turning to the headquarters of the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Austria, where IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi voiced urgency vis-à-vis Iran's nuclear program after publishing reports that clearly indicate that Iran's nuclear weaponization program is steadily making progress.
What we need is real answers. What we need is an engagement that is moving forward. We need to stop talking about process and start getting some answers as soon as possible.
The nuclear watchdog chief went on to stress the crucial need for concrete diplomacy and praised President Donald Trump for his comments on the matter.
I have been in touch with them informally, and of course there is an idea to be conducting a conversation in a more, I would say, systematic way soon. So my comments on the need for this engagement of this diplomacy are of course what I believe. It is very clear that without this kind of engagement, be it formal, informal, front channel, back channel, lateral channel, I don't know, is indispensable. There has to be a clear idea of the approach. An important statement by President Trump was when he said that he wants to have some form of a deal, some form of an agreement. And this is already an indication.
At the request of France, Britain, and Germany, the IAEA is also formulating a comprehensive report from which the three European powers will ultimately make a determination on whether to trigger the so-called snapback mechanism, which expires on October 18th of this year, and which would reinvigorate, effectively, all international sanctions against the Ayatollah regime. The IAEA Director General went on to urge Tehran to help him dispel international concerns over Iran's nuclear program.
we have been at all times offering technical viable ways to ascertain, to confirm that the Iranian nuclear program is in peaceful purposes. There are doubts, there are concerns, so we are all the time offering Iran ways to set the record straight if they believe that there is an unjustified doubt. So I hope that this year will bring us closer to more clarity there. I think this is needed. In the current context of international tensions, we really need to put this on the right track, I believe.
It is important to highlight that while Iran continues to reject any form of diplomacy with the United States, both Washington and Jerusalem are resolute in their commitment to ensure that the Islamic Republic of Iran does not attain nuclear weapon capabilities.
ובאשר לאיראן, אומר בפשטות, נמשיך לפעול בנחישות כדי לא לאפשר לאיראן להשיג נשק גרעיני.
Thank you for watching TV7 Israel News. And as ever, I'd like to seize this opportunity to encourage you, pray for the peace of Jerusalem and salvation of Israel. I'm Jonathan Hassan, wishing you an Erev Mevorach, and God willing, we will see you during our next update. Until then, Shalom from Jerusalem.